Hey y'all, Ebony here, Snarky Black Girl, or Baby. Of course, this is Ebony living my best life unapologetically happy, and my channel is dedicated to guiding those in search of meaning, truth, and light. So anyways, y'all, so I was on social media today, and I saw that our girl Beyonce, or a B to the Beyonce, as we all know her, is like super active all of a sudden. And my daughter first brought it to my attention, and I was like, and the day that she brought it to my attention, because y'all know I'm a psychic, and the day she brought it to my attention, which was yesterday, I was like literally thinking to myself, like, ooh, I remember them videos I used to do about celebrities. I would never post them, but I would always film videos about celebrities and do predictions. They would always come true. So I was like, hey, let me take a stab at it right now and see what Beyonce got for us. So I'm going to try this. I don't like getting up in people's business all that much, but let's go ahead and see what's coming out here. Of course, like, share, subscribe, follow me on all of my other socials. I'm Snarky Black Girl everywhere. If you guys want to book with me on my on Instagram. I mean, check out my Instagram anyway, though, y'all. So let's just see what Beyonce got going on for the kids out there. And excuse my little microphone here if the cord gets all tangled up or whatever. And also, you guys, this is my Reiki bear. This is Elefante. So if you guys ever do distance Reiki, you should technically get something or a bear, or even like a I almost said a cadaver, y'all. That's how you know I'm sleepy. Like a mannequin that's anatomically correct and fluent with someone's body. So something that has a head, 2 arms, and 2 feet, 2 legs, 2 all that. So this is my Reiki bear. This is Elefante. So if you guys ever want to book Reiki, this is her, this is she, this is him, this is all that. So whatever. Anyway, so without further ado, let me jump into it and see what is coming in. I wish I had my sunglasses, y'all. Since I don't have them, y'all just want to see me looking around like I'm Stevie Wonder today. Y'all get it. I definitely feel like there's a huge change coming into Beyonce's life in some kind of way. She's got a lot of forward movement, but her forward movement is her alone. I don't feel like she's necessarily like doing all this forward movement as far as the family is concerned. She's making a lot of moves as far as like her own career path is concerned in her own life. Like, she's really branching off to being like a solo artist once again, because you guys know she was with Destiny's Child, then she was a solo artist, and then she basically got married, and then she became a duet, or in essence a duet with Jay-Z. When she first came out, it was Jay-Z and Beyonce the whole time. We didn't really think of it in those terms, but they did a whole lot of duets when she first came out. So instead of her being like truly a solo artist, she became again like she got right back into a group. I mean, in essence. So I feel like right now she's branching off to be her own person at this point in time. She's not really looking to do any more collaborations as far as like romance or even friendships are concerned. I get the sense that she's kind of like done. She wouldn't say it like this, but I feel like she's kind of like done carrying the load. And I'm not saying that to say that she feels like that in her relationship per se, but this feels like something in just in general. Like, she's done carrying the load. She's carried the load for a lot of different issues in her life. So she's carried the load in a lot of different issues. I feel like some of those issues are very unique to her, so I won't go too deeply into those, because again, that's her business. We don't get up in nobody's business like that. But she really is looking forward to like these new opportunities coming in. Like, I have here the Knight of Gabriel, the 4 of Gabriel, which indicates April. Like, this card literally for me indicates the month of April, and of course springtime. And we have here the 3 of Gabriel. So this all tells me that something that she's doing, some kind of work that she's putting in behind the scene, is starting to come into fruition right about now. I see here in about a month. So I feel like there's something that's going to be happening here within about a month. I don't know why I get like a Tommy Mottola kind of figure. So I don't think that she's signed to any kind of label, but I do feel like a Tommy Mottola is behind the scenes. And if you guys don't know who Tommy Mottola is, that was Mariah Carey's manager back in the day, or her husband manager. Also, I guess it might be in reference to Jay-Z. Now, Tommy Mottola was no good, so I don't know if this means that, this is not to say Jay-Z is no good at all, but this is just to say that that's the reference I got when I started speaking about that. But I get the sense that there's a need to see things from a new perspective, or she is beginning to see things from a new perspective in her own life. Now, with her seeing things from a new perspective in her own life, this tells me here that once again she's branching off into something brand new for herself, but it's all in the idea phase. She doesn't really I get the sense that she's a little confused also. Like she might be a little confused about what direction to take because, you know, the career coronavirus and the way that her career is always gone, it's no longer, there's no possible way to continue going down that path. Like she's trying to kind of figure out which way she wants to go with all sorts of things in her own life. I don't know why I feel like I'm getting all up in her business. I be getting kind of like paranoid about that. I'm not paranoid, but again, that's her business. It's her business. But I do feel like she's in like that. She's taking a moment to really think about which way she wants to go with things and then move forward accordingly. If I were Beyonce, and we would all love to be Beyonce, I would definitely scale back on this digital campaign that she's doing and just go for what she knows and just do it the way that she's always done it. Because at the end of the day, like, yes, the age of Aquarius, but now that it's the age of Aquarius, so everything's online, everything's automated at this point. But even though everything is automated, she can still drop like a fire little mixtape, or she can just do a few performances or something along those lines where she can be more small, where it's a more small and intimate kind of group setting, and then really like build up some momentum in that regard. Because I feel like she's really coming into her own once again, but it's all about redirecting that energy back toward what she's always done or what she's always known. Because I mean, it's a foolproof method. Like, why fix it if it ain't broken? Because it's definitely not broken. I feel like she's also trying to, I feel like her contract expired, whatever this contract was. And again, I feel like there's a Tommy Mottola kind of figure here, so her contract is expired with whatever this is. This could also be a soul contract in some kind of way. I'm not again saying that they're going to break up, because again, that ain't my business, but this could indicate to me that there's a soul contract. Again, the Tommy Mottola figure keeps coming out, so it tells me that her husband could have been managing her, or they were once again in some kind of group. But since that's now expired, I feel like there's that separation coming into the situation. It's not a deep separation. It's not a long separation, but this feels like there is that separation of, and really, like, I feel like there's a separation of like, okay, well, if we're in this for love and if this is a marriage, then stop being in my financial affairs. Don't try so hard to incorporate yourself into my life, husband of mine. Like, let's just break that. Let's break off, and let's, this is going to be our love situation. This is going to be our financial situation, and this is me, and then that's you. Like, we can meet on the love situation, but we're not going to meet on these other two things anymore, is what I kind of get out of that. So it's almost like drawing a line there so that she can start to bring in what she really wants. Because again, like, if you think about it, she's been a performer since she was, I don't know, 14. I think the first time I ever saw Beyonce was when she was 14. And so it was almost like she's been going and doing her career these certain types of ways because everyone else has said that that's the right way to do it. And now it's time for her to figure out and say, okay, well, yeah, like that was successful for that time frame and that point in my life, but now I want to take the reins and take control. I also feel like she wants to show her baby how to do it also. I feel like it's the older child, so I feel like it is blue, but I feel like it's also like it's going to trickle down to the other two children as well. It's definitely going to trickle down to her son for sure, which is really, really good. But yeah, I definitely get the sense that with the King of Michael here, and I don't read the cards completely and totally the way that the book says. I read them more so intuitively, and this card intuitively gives me like a cold, icy kind of feeling. So whoever this person is that's in between her and this freedom is a little bit kind of, I feel like they're a little bit they might even become a bit irrational when it comes down to their actions over the course of the next like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. This could have also been 6 to 8 weeks in the past, but we just don't know about that because, that's her business and she keeps us out of her business. But this feels like somebody in the past was a little bit like irrational. Like they really were like, whoever this person was, they saw her as the golden goose. I almost at the meal ticket, but this person was probably well established before she got there. But like the golden goose, like you just make everything just a little bit better. You like a little sprinkle of Beyonce on there. And I feel like she was kind of subject to a lot of like control issues and a lot of like I'm not gonna call it verbally abusive because it doesn't have to be verbally abusive, but it has to do with like not telling the truth. Somebody out there just wasn't telling the truth, and now she's starting to see the truth and starting to see the forest for the trees, and she's starting to realize that once again, I'm the shining star here. So let me continue to be my star. I remember one time, and again, this is no disrespect to Jay-Z because me and Jay-Z share the same birthday, December the 4th. I love Jay-Z. Okay, I have nothing against Jay-Z, and this is not to necessarily say this is about him anyway, but this does feel like a male manager or somebody that was in there that was managing her very closely. But anyways, I had a friend of mine one time that I used to work with who swore up and down that Beyonce was basically no one until she met her husband. Of course, he was male. So it was like, well, that would just be a male's perspective because it just felt like, I mean, they both had their own career, but I really saw Beyonce as being somebody that was she really she outshines, she shines brightly. And again, that's nothing, no disrespect to her husband, but there, that's just almost like a reality. That's almost like a reality. She's also very much so outgoing, and she's also very psychic, or she's very attuned to the other side, especially if she's somebody that smokes a little weed, because we all do sometimes, especially if she smokes weed is what I get here, because I feel like she's very highly attuned to her intuition and also to this Sasha Fierce character. I don't know why I feel like Sasha Fierce is, she's never left, but I feel like she's going to really start to reemerge. Beyonce's also going to put out like a rap album. This could also be why she's coming out so strongly. And this is not to say, so this makes a little bit of more sense then, because this person that she's with right now, it's almost like, well, if we were going to do a rap album, it should have been a duet. But it's like, well, no, like, I've always been a rapper, you've always been a rapper, but this is me with my Houston swang and my Houston twang, and I want to do what I want to do with my rap, and you can do what you want to do with your rap. So it's almost like they're going to be battle rapping. Like, I remember I tweeted out a long time ago, I might have tweeted again, like, I wonder if Jay-Z and Beyonce ever argue about who's the better rapper, because it really feels like she's coming through with some real wordplay here. Not only that, but I feel like she wrote her own album too. She's been, again, divinely guided by the other side, like spirit is really working through her. This also indicates her marriage again too. So again, that ain't none of our business, but I do feel like her marriage is very strong, or the energy is very strong here. It's just this karmic imbalance that's coming in to like balance things out, because that's what karma always does. It's all about balance. And there might be a little bit of like a, but again, that's their business, but there might be a little bit of a little something something there, a little something something there, because again, she's the queen. She's the one that's bringing in this she's the one that's bringing in a lot of this new energy. She's the person that's also going to be bringing in a lot of these new ideas that are going to be very fruitful in the on the back end, especially once again for her son. I don't know why I keep hearing the energy about her son. But yeah, there could have also been like an energy of depression here. She lost somebody close to her. Again, that's none of our business, but it does feel like there's somebody that she lost in her life. I don't know why I feel like there's a need to go through that, because it may not be somebody that she lost. It's somebody that she lost in previous lifetimes though as well. So it could have been a sense of her losing herself just to find herself again. And this is what that journey was all about, was her rediscovering who she really was as a person, honey. Like, that's what's going to bring in some bomb energy here. And although like I get this energy of like a little bit of conflict from her husband, I think the conflict is only because of like us, the fans out there, and the people that are supposed to love her and her music and her creativity unconditionally, and also love Jay-Z unconditionally. So it's almost like we're going to be, and I say we because again we're part of the collective, like attacking his manhood, because she's out there and she's going to do something that's really fire, and I don't feel like he had anything to do with it. So it's almost like he's proud of her, but also he's anticipating this backlash, which is making him kind of act a little bit irrational towards the relationship. So again, I get the Tommy Mottola, but the Tommy Mottola energy is definitely something that people might start to put into, that's something that people might start to put out there in some kind of way. But I don't think that's actually the reality. I think that's just something, again, that's a story a few people are made up. I almost said that niggas are made up, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. Also, I feel like there's another baby on the way. Probably again like another little boy. I feel like it's a boy. I feel like it's gonna be a boy. I feel like it's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. And I feel like she's going to be very happy with this new baby here. And I get the sense that it's like her mom, and her sister doing some kind of like announcement, or some kind of like baby unveiling in some kind of way. She's got a lot of really good energy coming in here. So I feel like there's also another reunion coming in with the other girls, but not even just with like Michelle and somebody like that. Like I'm seeing like Farrah, I'm seeing Latoya, and I'm seeing Latavia in specific. I see Latavia a lot here though, and it's almost like, well, I feel like there's an apology coming to Beyonce from these other girls, and that's going to help her to move on from this past issue. Because this past issue wasn't her issue. It was almost like she got a lot of undue hatred for something that she just didn't have no control over at all. But again, the Tommy Mottola figure is coming back again. So this could necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be, again, her husband. This could be somebody else that was a love interest. She might have had somebody that she was in love with before she got married, to be honest. But nonetheless, though, I feel like she's going to be working really hard. And it's probably going to be something that comes out in about the month of August. something's going to come out in about the month of August. So again, like I feel like there's a lot of undue worry. I was about to say it to her, and I will just say it. Like I feel like there's her worry is like is futile. Like there's no need for her to worry. Also, again, her worry could be because of the marijuana usage, and I get it because I was blowing down, so I gets it. But I feel like there's that energy of like almost being a little bit too high. So she might be using this time frame right now, the next 4 months, to kind of come down, work on her project, and to really redirect her thought process and her mind away from the old, especially when it comes down to, again, this could also be her dad, and down to moving forward in a more positive direction. If Beyonce was out there, I feel like she's going to be trying to rediscover, or she should be doing things to like reconnect with her father also. With what's his name? Oh, his name is Matthew. I feel like she will be though. He's been trying to reach out for the last couple of years, and I think that she's going to allow it this time. Nonetheless, though, again, August is coming in here, so it's going to be something really beautiful that comes out of this. But again, as the fans of Beyonce, and we are all fans, don't stop putting so much pressure on other people to live the way that you want to live. Like if you want to hear a song by Beyonce that goes a certain type of way, write it, cut her a demo, or write it and sing it yourself in a key of Beyonce. Like you guys don't have to be out here, or we don't have to be out here judging this girl on every little move that she makes, especially when it comes down to her relationship. There's enough stress out there in this world for her to worry about than having like people kind of like subtweeting or talking all that talk. You know, we're coming into a new age where anybody could literally, quite literally, be where she's at. We're all seeing that play out. Like there's TikTok stars out here on the tickety talk, pop locking and dropping, that got more followers than half these celebrities out here. So you already know that if you really put your mind behind it and you really put yourself out there, that you could be here too. So stop judging all of these wealthy people and just put your own energy and your own action behind it. Because I feel like there's like that energy of her having to deal with her own stuff and then having to like still kind of like be cool, calm, and collected when, you know, there's a whole bunch of hatred being spewed her way. And energy is energy. It comes through, it translates. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, try to move on from all that, people, if y'all can. If that may, I think y'all get it. Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot of healing coming in here. There's also success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So again, there's that energy of her healing and forgiving this past issue that happened, especially when it comes down with the way that she worked her career up until this point. And now that she's forgiven that, it's almost now that, and now it's time for her to redirect her mission, is what I get here. Yeah, like take a bow, like she's done well, but now that this chapter's closed, now it's time to open up something brand new for herself. Not only that, but Beyonce's gonna be 40 this year, so there's that part of it. And again, with her turning 40, again, y'all don't be on that girl's neck for turning 40, because we all gonna be 40 one day. We're all going to get there. So, you know, or if you're already there, you're already past it, stop judging so much. Anyways, nonetheless, though, I have the 5 of Michael here, and then the 6 of Gabriel. So again, she's kind of like redirecting her mental energy away from, and she's refocusing her mental energy, and it's going to help her to rediscover her true success in some kind of way. I say in some kind of way only because, again, some of that's really unique to her. It's really unique to her and her process, is what I get here. Like she's really manifesting this new beginning. This new beginning is going to be really, really, it's going to do very well for her. And again, new baby, new album, new rap album, a lot of good energy coming out from her. And again, just kind of like moving on from the past is what I get out of, let me see this, I'm getting one more card. Yeah, oh yeah, like spirit, look at that, 6-6. You guys think of 6-6 or 666 as something bad, but that's all about balance and karmic reckoning, if you will. Also about gifts and balance coming in from the universe. And also, again, this is almost like her rekindling this energy that she had in childhood. This is also about her rekindling childhood friendships, because if anything we've all learned over the course of 2021 and 2020, with the Rona out there running rampant, life is short. There's no need to hold a grudge. Once you get past that grudge, then again, you're going to walk into your own and you're going to find your bag, sis or sir. So walk into that, like whatever you, I'm talking to Beyonce, like I'm doing her a private reading, but I mean, go for broke is what I get here. Like, go for broke. Be kind to yourself, most importantly. And that goes for anybody else that's out there, because even though this is a message for Beyonce, some parts of this message are going to resonate for you guys. Some parts of this message is going to resonate with somebody out there, because time is irrelevant. Everyone is interconnected in some kind of way. So, you know, again, Once you really begin to forgive and forget and walk into your bag and walk into who you know that you've always been, start manifesting that life that you've always wanted, then you guys are going to find those gifts from spirit coming in here, and they will be great. Okay, they will be great. You know, if you're in a love situation, and again she's in a love situation, then you know, try working it out and being friends. Try to really, but I feel like, again, I'm saying that, but I'm almost like preaching to the choir, because I feel like they're already in that mode of like walking into a friendship more so than like a relationship, or walking more so into the I'm married aspect of it, because there's only so much sex you can have, there's only so much money you can have before you look at this person and say, well, what's next? And what's next is friendship. What's next is almost like, that's my homeboy, that's my girl, that's the person I love the most in this whole world, because she gets me and that's my best friend. So let go and let God. That's what I have for you guys. I hope that you guys like that. I'll try to do another little update here. If for any reason this is not correct, don't y'all come for me in my comments. But y'all know my readings are always extremely correct. Especially if you've ever had a reading from me, then you know how correct they are, or how accurate they are. Turn off that meditation music. Peace and love, light to you all, and I'll see you guys next time.